Me now with more Katrina Pearson, former Trump campaign national spokesperson, and Robert Wolf, former economic advisor to President Obama and Fox News contributor. Katrina, I'll start with you first. We had this big announcement, Thanksgiving Day, over 1,000 jobs were going to be saved at the Carrier plant in Indiana. And then in the Wednesday that followed, we heard from that union leader, Chuck Jones, say he pulled it off. The man deserves credit, he even said, for what he did for these Carrier folks, without a doubt. A week passes, Katrina, and he's saying he's lying his you-know-what off. What so drastically changed?
Well, I think that's a question you should ask the union leader, but we do know if you criticize the president-elect, you get to go on TV all day, and that's exactly what's been happening over the last couple of days. But you know, there's really no breaking news with the simple fact the president-elect defended himself on Twitter after being publicly attacked, viciously, might I add. I can't even repeat exactly what he said because of the expletive that was involved in calling the president-elect a liar. But the fact is that the CEO of United Technologies, Greg Hayes, was with President-elect Trump and Vice President-elect Pence at the Carrier plant to make the announcement that over 1,000 jobs were saved.
So, is it a discrepancy in the numbers, Robert? What happened here?
Well, I think, first of all, Chuck's protecting the workers who did not get saved. But I have to give credit to President-elect Trump. He saved 700 jobs or 1,100 jobs. Whatever the number is, that's good for the country. And, you know, my hope is that once President-elect Trump's in office, he doesn't use Twitter as his bully pulpit. He'll be the most powerful person in the world.
You have a problem with his use of Twitter?
Well, I think in 30 days, my hope is he'll do it much more strategic. He'll be able to have tax reform moving and things like that, and then he'll be able to make sure that, you know, things are made in America, people stay in America. I hope he doesn't do it with tariffs. I hope it's very much policy-driven.
But, I mean, these are legal tariffs, and I know where you're going with this, Robert, because you and I have chatted a lot of business.
Yeah.
And your argument here, well, you actually sound like you're pretty complimentary of what Trump has done here, is saying let's not go and threaten U.S. businesses. Let's provide a business-friendly environment in which these companies thrive, and naturally they keep those jobs here.
Well,
funny to hear that from a guy who supported Obama for 8 years, who many have urged him to do just that.
Although, let's be clear, I am a capitalist at heart, and I think Obama did a great job in the economy. We could have a different debate on that. But we're talking about what President-elect Trump is going to do. And at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we have appropriate trade going back and forth. We can't have tariffs that are onerous going each way. My view is, I think what he said tonight, it would be great if we could buy more in America, make more in America, and hire more in America. That's a great thing. I think by threatening companies is not the way to go. And like I said, I give him accolades on the Carrier transaction, and I think that Chuck Jones, you know, you can figure out how to be disagreeable in a respectful way. I mean, I had many people hit Obama over the years, and I'm not going to be one of those who go on TV and hits President-elect in a disrespectful way. I can disagree on his policies.
And I hear that.
And I think there's a better way to do it.
Katrina, to Robert's point, the use of Twitter to go after a union president in this manner, the president-elect going after this union leader, what did you make of that? Is that a good strategy?
Well, you know, recently, the president-elect also tweeted the fact that he's still using Twitter is because he will not get accurate coverage in the media. And so he defended himself, and that is not new. It's been something that the president-elect has done for a very long time. You know, this same individual was on TV just yesterday saying that he had no idea of the terms that were negotiated, didn't know if the exact numbers were discussed, and didn't have a clue if Mr. Trump even knew what he was talking about. So how could you go on television and call someone a liar when you don't even know the information that they had?
And that is one of the criticisms. As the union leader, shouldn't he have known more of the specifics of this deal to react in one way only to change it a week later?
Listen, outside of hitting President-elect Trump on family, he hit him on the two things that you don't want to be hit on. He hit him on his brand, and he hit him on deal-making. He said, you know, Trump's lying, and it's a bad deal. And so I'm not surprised that the president-elect took it back at him in a harsh way. But I think in 30 days, we should get off Twitter and use his bully pulpit in a more effective way.
All right.
But
It's been pretty effective for him, Robert. I've got to leave it there. Katrina, Robert, thank you.